And we're going live, and we're going live, and we are live. No, Sam, I have to show off my shirt. I have to show off my shirt. Hold on. Let's adjust this screen. All right. See that? Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards. Shout out to the school teachers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel, whatever your job description is, the payroll attendees. It's Friday. Shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean hearted, good hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. And on days like these, we say, it's the freaking weekend, baby. Clap it up, clap it up. Made it through another week. Yes, yes, yes. And here we are on this beautiful Friday. Today is the 20th of June, 2025, and we are here and we are happy to be here. And we are super, super happy to be here. We're feeling good this morning. There's a lot going on that we have to talk about as well. Not so many topics, but a whole lot of discussions. And we decided to start early this morning because that we have the time to do that. Plus, we have some things that go on that we want to be a part of. My daughter, today is her prom. Melanie just turned 5 and she'll have prom. But she'll never be 5 again and she'll never have that first prom. So I don't want to miss that. I don't, even though that's later on, I don't want to miss. We have other things going on as well that I'll fill you in on later. All right. So with that said, also we're catering to the early morning crowd when we can, because some people get up and go to work super early and they like to have this on their ride into work. Because once them reach work, them can't tune in, which is understandable. And actually, that's how we actually started out, is in these early morning hours. Great Goodies is in the building. Thank you for being the first one in this morning. Elaine Brown is here. Senior Sexy is with us this morning. Grace James, I appreciate you being here. Dorothy T, Sharon Spence, Patricia Jackson is also with us. It won't be a lot of people in at the early morning hours. It'll be a little bit later when people who don't get their notifications start to get their notification. You'll see. Watch the comments. Oh my God, you're on. I didn't even know you were on. Me up from 5 o'clock this morning and I could have tuned in early. I didn't get no notification. I was just scrolling and I realized that you're live. YouTube been doing that to us for the longest now. There's nothing we can do about it. People not getting their notification. So everybody don't pile in at the same time when we start live. It's okay. The live is like recorded and kept on YouTube so everybody can watch it at a later time, right? Great Goodies says, yes, still time was the original time when I used to drive into work. And now I'm still in bed. I love the early live. I'm on my way to work, says Grace James. See, a lot of people said it. They've said, thank you, SouFLo, for doing the early morning hours. Now we can actually get to watch again. Because I used to watch, but we did have to stop watch because by the time you start, I'm at work already and I can't tune in while I'm at work. Not everybody has that luxury. Anyways, listen up. Let me see what's on the board for us this morning. And some of you ladies, please take me as your brother this morning. Oh, no, me do already, right? We can disagree. I don't expect you to agree with everything that I say. That's not how life works. Those of you who are married, you don't even agree with everything your spouse says that you have chosen to spend the rest of your life with. You don't agree with everything your mother and father says, who gave birth to you, created you with the help of God to bring you onto the face of this earth. So don't expect us to agree on everything. However, there's a line where we draw where we say mutual respect regardless of what we agree or disagree about, right? So let's please remember to keep it that way. Some people get carried away when I speak about certain things and then they start getting real disrespectful. I'm unsubscribing. I hate your dance. Okay, all right. Just remember what I just said. before I go into this topic this morning, because I realized when I said it yesterday, quite a few of you in the comment section left some disagreeable comments. And because it wasn't the topic that I wanted to expound upon yesterday, I didn't talk about it much or give it much energy. But after going back yesterday throughout the day, because that's what I do throughout the day, I go back and check in the comment section and see if anything that was said that is so serious that it needs addressing immediately. And that was it. It was quite a few women who said, and they're single mothers, who said something contrary to what I said. And some of them were very much angered by what I said. I don't know why. So we're going to go over it again this morning. I'm going to put it to you in a way where hopefully you can understand. If you don't understand, then maybe it's because you just don't want to understand. There's some people out there sometimes, you talk to them till you're blue in the face. They will never understand you. It's not because they don't have the intelligence to understand you. It's because they've made up their minds to never understand you, no matter how you put it. So you could be one of those two. Either way, these are the topics on the board this morning. We have to talk about them. A woman cannot teach a boy how to be a man. That's the topic. That brought about a whole lot of different comments, right? Which I think I need to fix that for you properly so you get it. A woman cannot teach a boy how to be a man. And I had to say this one to your face. I didn't want to do it in no comments, writing. So much is lost in this texting thing, right? I love Cartel's new song, says Sarah. Sarah, big up yourself. Thank you for being here all the way from down under. A woman cannot teach a boy how to be a man. That's one on the board this morning. Big news going on for us Jamaicans because a handful of our Olympic athletes, the top of the top, the cream of the crop, have left Jamaica allegiance-wise. They have switched sides. So now you will probably see them in a red jersey with a crest and a star in it. They have gone over to Turkey side. Money and recruitment and them jump ship, right? And we're not talking about regular athletes or those trying to make it or student athletes. We're talking about those who made it to the Olympics. One broke the world record and set a new world record at the last Olympics. Them gone. Somebody take them away from it. So we have to go talk about that, right? Why? You see why I put on my bomber clad shirt this morning? Because I'm like, yo, I saw it last night, but I figured I would give it some time to breathe. And then more would develop by this morning, and more sure did. So we have a whole piece to talk about on that. And then we can't ignore Iran shelling down Israel and Israel retaliating, or Israel shelling down Iran, Iran retaliating, however you want to see it. Iran and Israel at war, and where does the USA sit in that? We have to discuss that because we're here. We live in the United States of America. Not only do we live in the United States of America, a lot of us out here have children who are serving in the United States of America's military as well, who are on edge right now, preparing to go off to war because that's what it looks like it's about to happen. Question of the day, though, is World War III loading? We'll get into that in a minute. And there was a KFC craze that recently happened in Jamaica, which somebody yesterday said, SouFlo, please do a video on this. The KFC craze that happened in Jamaica. You know, me see a video, and me see people are run like crazy. I'm wondering that they're showing like an aerial view of people just moving. Where are they running to? And the whole of them pack up in front of KFC in Jamaica. And then the security guards and the people started actually really fighting, like me say a security guard that beat somebody, you know, with one of them long something there with them push out, so beating them. And I'm like, what's so serious about that? Something that was happening at KFC. We're gonna get into all that. You know, people are asking what them putting at the chicken. We're gonna get into all that. All right. So those are the topics for this morning. We should be out of here by the goal is to be out of here by 8 o'clock this morning, 8:15 the latest. We have some time to play with. America needs to stop being a sugar daddy to them, or say them chosen. great goodies. We're gonna get into all that great goodies. I want to start off this morning though by addressing the woman cannot teach a boy how to be a man part, and then more people will come on in, and then we could get into the other topics. When I said yesterday that a woman cannot teach a boy how to be a man, there were a lot of women who said, I raised my sons by myself. Walk with me now. I raised my sons by myself, and I taught them how to be men. And they are grown men now, and they are very good men. I replied to one, then I didn't want to reply to anybody else. I just wanted to do it live here. And the reply goes along the lines of, you probably taught your son how to be a good person, as in how to have good traits, like good mannerisms, how to, have manners to people, how to respect others, etc. That's not you teaching him how to be a man, because those attributes that you have taught your son as a woman, those are attributes that you also taught your daughters as girls. These are attributes that are for everybody, male and female. When I say to you that you as a woman cannot teach a boy how to be a man, I don't want you to listen to respond. I want you to first look at me as a man who has been a man for over 25 years. I'm on the job experienced with over 25 years of being a man, right? So when I say to you that a woman cannot teach a man how to be a man, then I don't need you as a woman to step into man's shoes. It's something you can't do. And I even the playing field by saying this. There are certain things that a man cannot teach a girl how to be a woman. There are just certain things about being a female, being born a female, being a girl that transitions into womanhood that a man will never be able to understand, to fully grasp, to fully explain, and to walk a female through. Vice versa. Same thing for a boy going into manhood, right? So, with that said, I will even put some of them on the table for you. And I wrote them down right here. So, like the intricacies, because I know a lot of you are wondering, we can do everything what man can do. Because all of the women that wrote yesterday in the comment section I noticed they all had one thing in common. They were single moms, or they raised their boys as single moms. I want you to be conscious of something, right? If you're a single mom raising your sons, you must understand that children emulate who they are around the most, or their closest authority figure. So a little boy you will see start to shave or act like he's shaving his face because his father get up every other day to shave his face before daddy go to work, daddy shave him face. You will realize how if him father sit and cross him leg them like this, you'll see the little boy start sit and cross him leg them like this too. He wants to be like his dad, right? If him father drive big truck on them something there, you will see him love his favorite toys, probably going to be a big truck on these kind of things. He emulates, he wants to be, he takes on his dad's mannerisms and everything. Same thing if the dad is missing and the mom is the only one that's there. A boy will start to take on his mama's mannerism. The way she move her hands when she speaks, he'll do it too. Doesn't mean he's gay. He's just mimicking your mannerisms, right? The way she talks, if she talks and does like this, he'll talk and do like this too. This is why I say you're doing your best. And to you, you're teaching him right from wrong, which any child, male or female, that's something that needs to be taught. That's still not teaching him how to go from boy to teenager to young man, adulthood, off into being a fully blown grown man. You don't have what it takes to do it. Mommy, And this is no disrespect to you, right? So, like the intricacies of a woman, then the intricacies of being a man, a woman can never teach him. How to walk among a pack of alpha men, you can't teach your son that. You cannot teach your son how to be a man in a room full of men. And I'm not talking about a room full of men as in, oh, they are physiologically men, like them have balls and penis, them a man. I'm not talking about just that. I'm talking about how do they stand up amongst a pack of leading men, a pack of alpha men, a pack of man's man. How do they walk in a room and hold their space in that group? Not for nothing, no joke. Any man in here right now can tell you that whenever, if we are gathered anywhere, they're immediately able to scope out who's a weak male. They're immediately able to scope out who's a effeminate male. They're immediately able to scope out who's a male who, I'll take it to even more primitive. I'll give it to you like this so you understand it. When all choices are removed, prison. When all choices are removed, prison. Put them in a prison situation. And I'll even put it to you like how I did time in the military, because I was in an all-male place in the military, the infantry. But I'll take it to prison for civilians. Right then, you're about to realize who the predator is versus who the prey is. Does your son have what it takes to survive in the sea of piranhas, in a sea of sharks? Is he going to be eaten alive? A woman does not understand that. A woman does not understand that. She can try, but if she tries, it will come from a place of somebody that hurt her before. So it'll all turn out to be emotional. Somebody that hurt her before, and them that kind of man, yeah, you have to watch out for this kind of man, and them man would do this and that, but she could never teach him how to summon what is required from within him in order to stand in situations like these. And this is going to be his life. Everywhere he goes, this is going to be his life, right? So how to walk among an alpha pack of men. You can't teach your boy that. A man among men. You can't teach him how to be that. Remember, I know you can't teach him how to be good. You can't teach him how to be nice. You can't teach him how to be mannerable. You can't teach him how to be respectful. You can teach him all those nice things, and you still can't teach him how to stand in a pack of alpha males. Real. The next one is how to cope and how to regulate the physiological and biological changes that his body will go through as he grows. You can tell him what book says. You can. I'll put it to you like this. When you're going through these types of changes, your whole mindset starts to change as well. And it's nothing that you plan. It's something that you have to deal with. It'll be nice to have a dad there that has been through it, that can tell you, you know. I'll give you a joke about it then. You don't even know what to tell him about a sudden erection. You don't know what to tell your son about a sudden erection. Matter of fact, you're uncomfortable. You won't even speak to your son about a sudden erection at that age. But it starts at that age. I'm talking about 11, 12, 13, right? That's all. You sitting in class and your little teely does stand up stiff. Teacher says, hey, come to the board. Try to explain this to us. And she goes, come on, John, come up to the board. John Afia try tuck it around here, so hold him shirt over it there. So poor John don't even know what to do with it, and he wasn't thinking anything sexual while it came on. Breeze pass and it stand up on you. That's physiologically how we are designed. You understand? Yeah, as you get older, I stand up that quick no more. As you get older, don't stand up that quick no more. It take a whole heap of work as you get older and older, and a whole heap of thinking. Oh, you have to think hard feet. I guess because the pressures of life plus physiologically, you're not excited anymore. Remember, I know it's a whole new world is opening up to this young man. Mommy is not equipped. When him having wet dreams, where I tell him about wet dreams, what you do you know how to do you know what to say to him about wet dreams? Hmm? Do you know at teenage years we ejaculate for no damn reason, bust off in your pants at school, and you have to go in the bathroom go clean that up? I'm just giving y'all some insights. Where do you fit in as mommy in all that? You don't. You don't. And you don't know what to tell him about any of this. What happens in that gap right there is a lot of us start to experiment. And in the experiment phase, it could be too early, damaging, damage that lasts, promiscuity develops, or we make bad, poor choices. Like you see news come out of Jamaica, and it's not Jamaica alone, it happened. 14-year-old RAPS, 9-year-old, XYZ. Things are happening to him. Him live with his mother alone. Him and his mother now talk about them things here, right? Your daddy will talk to you about these things when they start to happen to your body in a way that you can understand, and even put some humor in it, like I do with my boys. I just pass the bathroom door sometimes and just bust out and say, like, he in here feeling on himself. Yeah, you in that bathroom way too long, bro. And it's like 4 other people out here waiting to use the bathroom. You can't in the bathroom so long, brother. You know, you have to make it quicker. Yeah, in there choking the chicken, and they'll be like, what? But the what alone that I hear from that bathroom door, me know say that him in there do come, I can tell by the what. Not to mention the amount of toilet paper we gone and the amount of flush me here, the toilet I go on with, and them turn on the bzzz, something that where the overhead thing to make extra noise so them can block out noise. Like, you have to just be in tune with your children, and there's only so much in tune that mommy can do when it comes to a boy child. You can teach your girl how to go from being a little girl to a teenage girl into young adulthood and then a full-blown woman, because you've done it. You have done it. Even if you didn't have somebody to guide you through it, you did it. So you know now the mistakes that were made, the things you didn't know, things you wish you knew earlier, what's happening when this appears, what's happening when this is doing this, that is doing that. You don't know that when it comes to one boy pick me, right? So it's not disrespect when we say you cannot teach a boy how to be a man. You can't. You can't. There's a certain level of explosiveness and aggression that is needed at certain times. Not just walk around explosive and aggressive all the time, but there's a certain level of explosiveness and aggression that is required from men in order for them to succeed in life, in order for them to accomplish things in life. And worse, when you take on responsibilities in life, like you become a father or you have a family and you are the head of your family, right? That's one of the biggest problems out here. A lot of young brothers take on that responsibility and don't even know that's a serious responsibility. You know, I honestly wish I had known all of this earlier. This is a serious responsibility you're about to take on. Becoming a dad, that's a serious friggin' responsibility. Getting married, becoming forming a family, becoming the head of a family. We do this frivolously. We do this frivolously. And a lot of brothers I find who were raised by a mom, that's like what they want to do, right? I didn't really have my own family. I had like a broken family, so I'm going to form my own family. I'm going to have a wife that she's like my mom, and I'm going to have my children. And then before you know it, listen to the complaint when they're divorcing. He just like his mama. He act like a girl. He a woman in a man's body. Those women aren't necessarily making that up. She's in that relationship feeling like she clashing with a woman, because that's how he is taught to express himself. That's how or you go overboard and you tell him stuff like, man, don't cry. This is anytime a woman tries to say prepare a boy for the world, she always go all the way the wrong way. Men don't cry. Now you have somebody that suppresses feelings. Men don't talk that much. You talk too much. You talk like a sister. You talk like a girl. Now you have somebody who will punch you in your face before they speak to you because they were raised being taught that, man, you chat too much for a man, right? All these kind of things, they all play into effect. There's a level of explosiveness and aggression that is required for certain times. And how to deal with things in life like logics over emotions. This is a dynamic that is any man in here who is in a relationship or ever in a relationship should be able to attest to this. Logics over emotions. I don't give a damn how intelligent a woman is. She will always lead with emotions. That's how God created you. This plays into your softer side. This plays into your maternal instincts. This plays into you're the one who's supposed to be like, come here, you know, the hugging and the cuddling and the kissing and the okay, baby, mommy got you. And then daddy's supposed, because him can't stay like that all the time. You think when this is a stretch, but danger appears then. Somebody kick off the front door of the house then. You think it's daddy's job to grab everybody and hug them up. Oh God, come baby, baby, come. No, daddy have to instantly explode and be aggressive, swift violence in order to save his family. You don't have that in you. Yours is manufactured. You don't have it in you. And even just the simplest of arguments or the simplest of trying to figure things out, if you notice, men lead with a more logical path. You know, it's simple. You go down at the stop sign, you make a right. It's the first building on the left, on the right. Here comes the woman. Well, I don't really like that because you just always trying to tell me what to do. I just want to go my way. So if we go over this hill right here, I could pick some roses on the way, and then we can stop and pick up this and that, and then we go that way. We can still go down and go there. Then we go, you know, and it's just two different ways of reasoning. So you're going to have to teach your son that, because in order for you to lead, you have to lead with logics. You can't lead with emotions. And that's another thing that I noticed as a grown-ass man that I've noticed all throughout my years. I can tell when a guy is raised by his mom only. Everything is like super emotional, right? Instead of just like very logical. I don't know. I talk with my hands like this a lot because when I do this, it's like I'm shooting, right? I'm tapping my trigger well and I'm looking down my iron scope and I'm shooting. But everything is logical. Everything is not emotional. It's best to be dealt with logically. Leave room for the woman to be emotional. Leave room for her to be a woman. You still have to walk in yours. The two of we can't be emotional at the same time. I'm going to give you all a good example. My brother passed away, right? And when my brother passed away, I told y'all the story before that the morning of, when we found out, I had to go identify him. Now I'm with my mom. Immediately, I have to kick into this gear right here. Leave mom right there. You go identify the body. Because if she go over there, she might have a stroke or a heart attack or something. That's her wash belly. That's her baby. Left mom right there. I went with the police. Then I identified him. When I identified him, I had 100 different emotions just going through my body, right? The main one was stand up and be a man. You have to take lead now. I didn't have time to break down. That's my brother. And I'm not talking about brother when we grow up and know later and nothing. This is my baby brother. This is same mother, same father, never really separated from each other type of brother. And I couldn't cry. My next step was to go back to the house and tell her that, yeah, that's him that's laid over there that the police them found, right? And then comfort her through her emotions and watch her. Remember, I told y'all, I said that's the loudest scream and the weirdest scream I've ever heard any human being make in my life. And I couldn't. And then my mom got up and ran. She didn't know where the hell she was running to. She ran into the wall head first and bunks off of the wall like she broke her neck. And I'm still processing like I just saw him. But me have to talk that. I got to compartmentalize that. Put it right here. Okay, your brother is gone. There's nothing you could do about it. The coroners have him now. They're going to take him down to the morgue, and then we'll get together with them later on while the police do their investigation. You got to take care of your mom now. She's right here. She's going through it. She looked like you about to lose another family member right away, right? We never have time for any of all the other stuff. I realize in situations like that or any other situation, the guy that's raised by his mom, he on the floor crying with his mom. She didn't have no. My mom would tell you, she didn't get to plan my brother's funeral. She didn't get to do nothing because I just had to jump in high gear, right? And I'm doing everything. Who forget pick up from airport because they're flying in for the funeral? Who forget? My mom's devastated. Who to get this? Who forget that? Who? What should go where? What needs to be paid for? Pick out the plot, the cemetery, go deal with those people, this, that, and the other. Listen, the responsibility of a man. You see, a man. When I talk about, because what I realize in our society too is that a lot of women raise the kind of sons that they would never date as a woman. And if she dealt with a man like that, she would have left him. You know what I mean? I'm talking about a man, that lead. You follow if you want to follow, but I'm leading, right? I know I'm not leading me astray, and I know I'm not leading me off no cliff, and I know I'm following God and leading me. So you follow or you get left kind of man. The responsibilities of a man like that requires some mentorship from an older man, a man who been down that path before, a man who stands on his square today, not no loose guy. That's why a lot of these juvenile youth them stray from home. But Jamaica has a big problem with that. Jamaica has a big problem with single motherhood. Jamaica, whether it's the man abandoning them picnic or woman just making poor choices and choosing to, breed for the wrong type of people, because it's all a combination of. And end of the day, the matter is single parent home. Those boys are the easiest boys for pickings. When it come time for the alpha male, them scope them out. Alpha males be out here running gangs and stuff like that. That's misdirected leadership. Him out here and him can run a gang with 15, 20, 30 youth from across his section of Jamaica. He would make a good friggin' soldier in the army. He would make a good police officer. He would make a good XYZ, a good business leader. Your son, him up on the list, short pickings, one the youth there. Next thing he's recruited into a gang. Next thing a man manipulate him and tell him what to do and send him with gun, go do this and do that, and then he in trouble, his life destroyed. Those are mostly, this isn't my words, this comes out of Jamaica. Statistics shows that those are the boys, guys who are raised by their mother only. Mothers who thought they were doing a good job. Mothers who thought they were teaching their children, them son, how to grow to be good men. So back to what I started with, you can teach them how to be nice. You can teach them how to be mannerable, respectful, law-abiding, tax-paying citizen, hardworking, all that. You still can't teach them how to be a man. You can't teach no boy how to be a man. The essence of what a man is cannot be taught by a woman. Just like how the essence of what a woman is can never be taught by a man. Don't y'all hear me say to you a lot of times when I speak to you, I say, well, I'm going to need my audience, the women in my audience, to give me some feedback on this one, because I have never been a girl that grew up into a woman, so I don't know what girlhood and womanhood is like. So my answer might be skewed. So I need feedback from you all who you've been that your whole life. Right. And that's the reason why I do it. So shout out to the women them who, you know, I don't agree with what you just said. One of them say I bear foolishness here talk when it comes to that, because I guess because I didn't expound upon it this far. Now, at the end of this, I'm changing my gear right now. If you don't understand what I just said after all the time I just took to break this down to you just now, then you're probably one of the people who either lead by emotions and you're too emotional. You know, you say disrespect and this in it instead of seeing the logics of what I was saying. Or maybe you just made up your mind from yesterday, so you will never agree with anything I say. Those are people that you just stop talking to after a while. You never have that yet? Whether you're in a relationship or you have a friend or somebody, a co-worker, some people just make up their minds that no matter what you say, no matter how you put it, even if somebody else tells it to them the same way and they grasp it and agree with it, just the fact that it's coming from you and my mind already lock you off, anything you say, me not agree with SouFlo. Me not agree with it. Me not agree with it. Me not agree with it. So you might be you might be one of those kind of people then. All right. And please know I come in love. So take these and use these words, and hopefully they find the right people. Some of you done raise kids already. Your kids are big and gone now. And your son might be out there in the world functioning as a man, right? But trust me, it wasn't you. It wasn't you that gave him the essence. He either had to go out there and learn it, and I guarantee you he learned it late and from another male. Remember I told y'all when I was in the military, those high-ranking soldiers that took me under their wings? Remember my first sergeant, and he was like, come inside, come get in my office, man. And I went in there. Remember that story there? And he was like, you married? I said, yeah, First Sergeant. Roger, First Sergeant. He was like, at ease. Are you married? I said, yes, First Sergeant. I'm married. And he said, he looked me like dead in my eyes like this, and he was like, well, be fucking married then. Be married. None of us never get that shake up there. Enough of we never get that shake up there. You know, another grown man telling you, well, be married then. You married? You see how quick you answer to yes, I'm married, but be married. Are you doing all the things that a married man is supposed to do? In him just saying, well, be married then, that it makes you like ask yourself all the questions that he never asked you and give yourself answer at the same time. You know, then the other one who I told you was like an E8 master sergeant, and I was telling him my problems and whatever. He was like, what's going on with you, man? Come here, let me talk to you. And I'm talking, and then he met me talk, I'm vent, and then he looked at me and he said, yeah, go through it. It builds character. It builds character. The fuck? Man, I'm looking for a shoulder to cry on at this point. I am looking for a shoulder to cry on. I'm going through some stuff. He was like, you a man. Straighten your damn back up. Hold your chest down. Put your chin up. Go through it. It builds character. Well, damn. That's something that I could tell my sons. This is not time to fold, son. This isn't time to hunker down in a corner. You can't be crying the same time your wife crying. You can't cry as much as your wife cries. You know, both of y'all can't be crying all night. Somebody got to get up and make sure stuff get done and make sure everything stays on track. That's you. That's you. Right. It kind of make you feel belittled and irresponsible, says Kaitai Jai Empress. If somebody take it that way, I don't know if I'm me, Yase. Empress Great Goodies, blessed morning from. I see a comment that says from Kaitai Jai, it kind of makes you feel belittled and irresponsible. I don't know what that comment is tied into. So if she can clarify that for me. What a comment there mean. But yeah, man. So again, no disrespect to the woman. You're gonna do the best you can. A good mommy is always gonna do the best she can, you know. But there are just certain tools that you're not born with. It's God's design that every child has a mother and a father, or a mother figure and a father figure, right? When your sergeant said be married, then yes, yes, Carthage Empress, belittled and irresponsible, absolutely. Those two words. It made my mind ask myself the 100 questions that he never asked me, but he did ask me in that one question that he asked. You married, Matt? I said, yes, First Sergeant. I said, Roger, First Sergeant. He was like, you know, because for us, Roger is the answer to yes, right? Our way of saying yes. And he was like, cut that bullshit out. At ease. At ease means relax your body. Just talk to me like a man. Are you married? I said, yes, First Sergeant. And he was like, well, be fucking married then. And just stared into me like, be fucking married then. I'm thinking, you're not being married. You're irresponsible as shit. You're not doing all the things that a married man is supposed to do. You're failing your family. You know, you just start, go through your head, all of it. When you don't have that guidance, you're going to have to learn it one way or another. Yeah, Naya TV Live, lifestyle, Naya TV lifestyle, self-checking, right? And forget all the emotions, because that's what your mama teach you. She teach you a lot of emotions. She could teach you good things about being loving, caring, attentive, uh, uh um, you know, but she's not gonna be able to teach you those other things that comes with that. With that said, though, we're gonna leave that one right there, and we hope that the sisters groove to that one and understand what was said. All right, and we're moving right along. The next one on the list is, well, we have. Let's talk about, or should we? Let's talk about our. Do y'all want to go with the war, the Iran versus Israel thing, or do you want to go with our athletes first? Athletes or war? Your choice. Marie's Message 411 TV is in the building right now. She's right there in the comment section. If you're not tuned into her channel yet or not subscribed there yet, her name is right there. Marie's Message 411 TV. Click her name, hit subscribe, and come right back. It's easy. And share the love, right? That's my fellow content creator sister right there. Accountability for your actions. Absolutely. All right. You have 1 minute. I saw some answers went up early. There are a lot of war. So I guess we want to get into the war first, and we'll leave our athletes for last. We'll do it that way. Get the war out the way, Dorothy T says. Okay, I see war. Anthony Vaz, thank you for being here. Get the war out the way. War. Nobody is saying anything else. We're 30 seconds in with 30 seconds to go. Looks like it's going to be war. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. We have 20 seconds to go. Looks like it's going to be war. So let me start queuing the war material from now. Right there. Okay. Take this off of the screen. War. All right. So we're going to talk about the war. And 4, 3, 2, 1. War it is. Dorothy T says because the athletes one is going to be triggering. Rotted. All right. Oh, we have the KFC one to talk about too. I forgot about that one. I actually just couldn't find my paper just now because I buried it under the other papers that were on the desk. So we're going to go with the war one. Get that out the way. These are serious times we're living in. There's a lot of stuff that's going on that you need to pay attention to. Okay, I know you feel like burying your head in the sand and hope these 4 years go by swiftly and who is in power now disappears and somebody else take over that has more sense, etc., etc. But you're not going to hide from what is going on, right? Because we live in that type of a world, global. Let me sip some of my moringa tea. So apparently, Israel struck Iran. Iran retaliated, strikes Israel. For most part of yesterday, I saw Israel getting shelled. I know Israel had something called the Iron Dome. Well, Iran found a way to penetrate that Iron Dome. So now Israel is vulnerable. And I saw many videos yesterday of buildings crumbling down and people running to the airport, trying to leave Israel to get back to the United States of America and other places that they have homes at, trying to escape what is happening. You know, while I was seeing these burnt down buildings or these broken down buildings, I thought to myself, we've been seeing these for like weeks now, months now. We've been seeing the same type of stuff for months now. But apparently it was only happening to one set of people, right? I know it's happening to another set of people, but it was happening to the people who were doing it to those other people. When I read between my lines, because I know that's something I want to go with this. I want to go at where the US fits in, because that's where I fit in. From what I've gathered, Iran versus Israel could turn into World War III. How, you may ask? Well, the US and Israel are allies, right? Iran and Russia are allies, another superpower. What I saw yesterday, Russia, China, and I believe North Korea sided with Iran. I want you to think about this. Russia, China, and North Korea seem to have sided with Iran. Let's Bond TV, big up yourself, bro. Sided with Iran. The message was put out that if the United States of America intervenes, especially military-wise, then they will make it so the damage will be irreparable. Me no know what them a talk about, but me know what them a talk about. The damage will be irreparable. What I saw yesterday, I saw a lot of videos from active duty military personnel who are still in their uniforms making these videos. From my time in the military, first of all, you don't do nothing on the internet in your uniform unless it's something that is official or something you were instructed to do by higher up, right? And it's official. I realized that now it's like I seen them twerking and doing TikTok videos and stuff in their uniforms, which it wouldn't happen when I was in. So that quickly, the military has changed. With that said, though, just to put into context, it was alarming to see how many military personnel were making videos saying, now is the time for you to start calling the military and go up the soldiers' chain of command to the highest levels. Start calling their first sergeant, start calling the command sergeant major of the post, start calling, go all the way up their chain of command and let these people know that you are not willing to sacrifice your son, your daughter, or you yourself if you're in service now. I thought, wow. Because, we have the idea that we wear the uniform, so we are pretty much government property and we follow orders. But a part of it is that you do not follow unlawful orders. And I'm seeing them taking a stand, saying that they won't do it. I saw a lot of videos from young Americans yesterday. Most of them were white that said prison versus a draft. If we go to full out war and there's a draft, send me to prison. It's trending right now, prison or draft. And majority of them are saying, send me to prison. Is this World War III loading? What is your take on it? And what is your next move? For instance, if the US sides with Israel and hits Iran, and Iran decides to retaliate, and they and their allies start to attack the US directly, what is your take on it? Like, what is your next move? King Big says, I can clearly see who is the agitator in this. Dorothy T says, when the lion is sleeping, never try to wake him. Just saying. I'm wishing for safety for everybody. I'm wishing they come to some logical kind of balance, and this thing did, but it don't look like that's what it's going to be. It does not look like that is what it's going to be. It looks like it's going to be a whole lot of death and destruction in the meantime. You know? King Biggs, trust me, bro, and I appreciate you for that, because we're on the same page. Because you see me talking here slow and jittery is because I'm trying to like not hit certain words that I know trigger certain. Next thing you know, the connection is lost and all these other kind of things. I'll tell you what, in times like these is when I realize what our American brothers and sisters say to us. Like, you know, I've heard them say stuff like, if the shit hit the fan, y'all motherfuckers not staying here. You got somewhere to run to. We don't have nowhere to run to. This is where we at. You're right. You're right. Yeah, you are absolutely right. Yeah. So when I ask what's your next move, the first hit, I exit stage left immediately. Somebody asked me yesterday, SouFlo, like how you are infantry soldier and you got all that training and stuff. If they say, come on, let's go, you gotta like jump back in. I'm like, I'm not a lamb to the slaughter though. I would jump back in gladly for all the right reasons. But I'm not a lamb to the slaughter. So you couldn't just lead me back in like that. You know what I mean? It would have to be something that is right with me. Even if it wasn't something that was right with me, it can't be something that I see that is so wrong that I will go throw away my life just for something that I think is just so wrong. So, no. Tracy Chosen One, I understand your worries. My son served in the Army infantry as well. I want to see or hear how the Orange Man supporters feel and if they are willing to. You know what? You know what I noticed? I noticed that majority of them did not serve. Super patriotic when they speak, you would think they served. I mean, if you love this nation that much, you should have worn a uniform at some point. Oh, you know, I really wanted to go in there, but I caught a case when I was 18, when I was just about to go. You know, I speak to another one. Trust me, I've done this social research. I'll start out at Walmart. I'm at Walmart. I see a brother with a long tattoo on his arm. A guy laid down behind a rifle with a scope on the top and a big thing that says sniper at the top of it, right? And the tattoo was so intricate, you could tell it was a military sniper, right? Army sniper, it said. So I asked him, a white dude, I said, man, you were a sniper? What unit were you in? Because I'm getting ready to tell him, you know what I'm saying, that I'm in the Big Red 1-2, you know, Charlie Company 118 whore. And he goes, oh, my tattoo? No, I'm not a sniper. I said, what unit were you in though? Because I'm thinking maybe he's like a spotter for a sniper, because you have a sniper and then you have the sniper spotter. He said, I never served. And I just wanted to like punch him in his jaw. I was like, inside of myself, you know, I'm like, stolen valor at its finest. He's like, yeah, this right here, this is for my brother that's over there right now fighting in that war. Yeah, right. Another one I met, oh, it was his foot. They said my feet were too flat. All right, man, get out of here. You know how many flat feet guys I met in there? They don't go by no damn flat feet. That maybe was some old stuff, but you too young for that generation. They didn't go by no damn flat feet. They always have something to say, and they always push war. And yeah, we big and we bad, and we'll go to war if we have to. And they have never served. So what it boils down to is they're willing to send your children to war, and they're willing to send you off to war. And if it hits the soil here, then they'll run and grab their 1 million guns they have. You know, you can only shoot one gun at a time, right? Accurately, maybe two. Some fanatics think they have an arsenal of 50 guns and 100 guns. You can't use all of them. Like if the shit really hits the fan, you can't use all of them. Because you're going to be moving around. And most likely you will move around and leave about 48 of the 50 that you have. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. What going?
Happy Friday.
Yes, my friend. Happy Friday.
You know, I saw this coming.
You saw it coming?
Yeah, long time. But my question is, I'm gonna try to say it in a way because you know why them shut down the channel. You know them stay when we start talking. Look, you know what I mean? Why is it that, if for instance, we live in a neighborhood, why the neighbor next to me can't have a nuke?
But you
and
can't
the other
have
one
one.
on the other side of me can't have a nuke. But me can't have a nuke. That's not fair. Why you want to stop me from having it, but the two of you can't have it?
Right.
How me I go defend myself against the rest of you in case something happen? I see them so like Florida. It's a state where everybody strapped. Because fear is fear. You can't have one or two from the block.
We have it.
Have privilege to have it, and everybody else just left open. Me have to protect mine too. As somebody see, wagwan. That the part that me not think is fair.
Because you see, all right, so if you know, say if me live next door to you and me have big guns and you know have no gun, I can bully you anytime I feel like it, you know.
Exactly.
And then show off my gun and I have to go cover down and tuck your tail and go sit down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bully you.
Anytime I feel like it.
When them use blackmail you.
Anything.
Do all kind of things to you. That part of it, me not think is fair.
I'll mash up your
if
place. If
everybody else can't have it, why me can't have it?
Right. But we know why. That's one that we know why. But that's
yeah, we can't say why, but We know
that's
why.
about me and you, you know. And you know, we know say that's a certain thing set for a reason. We know the reason why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing me not understand. The place where we there now. Why them always a put them nose in everybody else's business?
Like world police.
Yeah, why? Yes. Why can't everybody else deal with them thing themselves?
Yeah.
Work out them beef themselves.
You remember?
Why we always have to involve ourselves?
And in the meantime, you remember Granny used to say dance a yard before you dance abroad, or
exactly.
Clean up your house before you go
to
other people's house.
Take care first.
All right, so clean up your yard first before you go
before
somebody
you go
else's
abroad,
yard.
Go in somebody else's business.
Yeah. Everybody wants to know now.
You might go back here.
All right. So, boy, you know what? Just for the simple fact, say, see, even talking about this topic right here, we have to speak in so much code and twist it this way and try to say, and me and you live next door to me and you and neighbor and a war and me want to have big guns and you not have none and me can bully you and all this. Why we can't just come out and just say? That alone for sure you say something is very wrong and very off, my friend. Because we have to over here decipher and decode and, you know, I say put this in this context and that. Like to avoid joining, but no, a big and bad. Yes, Dorothy. Yes. So back to what I was saying, right? A lot of them they've never even joined. And if you ask them call themselves super patriots. Super patriots, but you never served? I don't understand it. So, this is what's on the front line right now. Israel's far-right minister are ramping up pressure on foreign media over the filming of impact sites from Iranian missile attacks, threatening to have security agencies investigate the media outlets. This is what they're saying is happening, is that Iran is actually shelling them proper, and it really mash up the place, but they don't want to show it to the media because they want the belief to be that ain't much damage being done kind of thing. Though the unicorn said Shelly, they don't want the damage to be exposed. You know, it's like when your enemy, when your adversary thump you. Kind of like what I tell my son in football. I say, if he hit you and he hit you really hard and you're hurt, you can't get up and be like, oh, because everybody is gonna see it, and now they know, oh, his soft ass hurt. Hey, number 57, hit his ass like that again, right? You have to take that and act like that was nothing. That was nothing, because that's a psychological game. Never play, see? So right now it's like that. One of the football players them hitting really hard, or one of the boxers them are hit really hard right now, and the next one hurt. But the next one is more concerned about keeping up appearances, as if, yeah, nah, you ain't did nothing. You ain't did nothing. End of the day, back to what I was saying though, what's your next move? It trickles over to here. What is your next move? I served in this military. And what I can tell you about this military is, I tell every American this too. Be super thankful that you don't wake up in the morning and tanks are rolling down your street that you live on. You want to go to the corner store or Walmart down the street, you gonna get a bread and some egg to make breakfast or something that you can't do it, because I've been boots on the ground in other people's country, being the one who miss them, or they gotta walk past us and walk past all the others, you know, and this their everyday life. Man, knock your front door and take over your whole house and put you in a one room and use your house as surveillance point and all these things. Be glad you don't have to go through that. And I know that that's one of the reasons why we go first. We dive in first. In other words, then we mash up everything which part that turn up there. That's all. So none of it no reach yasso. Because if it does, it'll be a whole change of life for life in the US as you know it. You know what I mean? if we sustain direct hits constantly or repeatedly, and then cities are crumbling and people are running about chaos on land, we do a lot to avoid that coming here, a whole lot. And I've even said to my audience, I think places would be wiped off the map, the face of the earth, if before it comes to that. But in the process of that happening, there's going to be great casualties. There's going to be great casualties. So I'm thinking, like, what if it does happen? What if we do start getting hit here at home? What is your next move? What is your next move? In war, you have casualties of war, my friend. You know, I see Dorothy T says innocent Americans become a target. It's called casualties of war. When a bomb is let go over a city, that bomb then a draw breaks and say, damn, the babysitter them over there, so with the daycare center, let me go that way here. That bomb don't say, that's a high school with promising with kids, that's the future. There, some of them about to graduate this year, let me go this way. That bomb just rip, right? And whatever is in its path is done. So that's war and casualties of war. That's why a wise man will always choose to avoid war, because a wise man knows that in war, we all ride. WAR, we all ride. We all die, or we all could die. Ain't no such thing as untouchable, especially in this day and age. There's no such thing as untouchable. There's no such thing as you have those who have superior power in certain things, but strategy can beat that superior power sometimes. You know what I mean? And you never know what the outcome is going to be. You ever see a well-trained athlete go up against an underdog who everybody is like, ain't no way he could beat him. I got all my money on this one. And your athlete get beat or run left. You're like, damn, how'd that happen? Right? Right. Back to Africa, reggae girl. The Caribbean is out. We located between them two places. One missed strike on the whole. Yo, hold on there. Me ask you know, and nobody now answer you know. Let me get back. Let me go back up to some of them comment here. BM says, boy, you can't even run to Jamaica. You can't? You can't even run to Jamaica. Though the unicorn says the Caribbean is out. We located between them two places. So one misstrike and the whole Caribbean sink into the sea. God forbid. Rotted. Reggae girl says back to Africa. Night TV Lifestyle says my sister was in the military too, and me and her texting now, and I'm asking her, like, what is the plan? Like, what happens if? Y'all might laugh with me, and y'all might think I'm just asking this just to ask this. You know how them say, if you have a plan, and then if you have a backup plan, and then if you have a backup plan to back up your backup plan, yeah, I learned that in the army, and I live by that. So I'm going to extend that to you today. Have a plan. Have a plan. Don't just sit by and watch everything and laugh with everybody else, and then have a plan. Right. Now I'm telling you right now what to do. Have a plan. I can't tell you what your plan should be. Have a plan. Have a plan and have a backup plan. I have a backup plan to back up the backup plan. Yeah. It should go something like this for some of you. Now go run first. Go somewhere safe. And then I'm going to play agitator and say, but what if you can't run? Okay. I'm going to hunker down and fight. Are you prepared to? Hell yeah. Are you prepared to? No, because you don't know the first thing what you do. Have a plan. Have a plan, have a backup plan, have a backup plan to back up your backup plan. Yeah. Just gonna get my shopping cart ready to go into Luto's store and get me some groceries and come back home, says Naya TV lifestyle. ah, Kim K and them wealthy people building underground bunkers. Yeah, don't worry about them. They'll be all right. They'll be all right. I actually was watching a documentary. It's called Doomsday Documentary. Um, and you would be surprised what's out there. Yeah, me say a construction company owner, man, build one place that is stories down. Couple of stories, I think it's like 2 stories down or 3 stories down underground. And then like 100 meters out of a long hallway where you walk through. And then it open up into like and a beer luxury down there. I ain't talking about no hole in the ground or nothing. It's well furnished. The man having big screen TV. Him have one simulation room. So he said, if you get locked in here for days, you might start to get claustrophobic, or you might want to feel like you're outside or anything like that. So you have a room where you can go in a way. The room I gonna feel like say outside your deck, the wall them I gonna start look like the pool is over there and the grass right there, or the beach is right here, all kind of something like that. Some people extra ready for anything. Me and you are not them people because we never have the millions and we never, build nothing way down in the ground, and we don't have the jet that is set to fly us around in the air for 7 days straight until Earth cool down and all these things. By the way, they have that. They have that. There's a jet that can fly, that can hover, or not hover, but stay up for, I believe it's 7 or 9 days straight without refueling or anything. Have you all seen them fancy underground bunkers they're building over in Arizona? Super fancy. People are really, really prepared, honestly. Night TV lifestyle. Yes, I've seen them. I seen one where the man has a vehicle, and the vehicle look like nothing you ever seen. But these are people with money. It's fully bulletproof. It carries enough food and medical stuff on it to last for months. And it's compact and it's ready to go. And I think him said every 6 months they do a drill. Him and him brethren them, because they all have money. They build their bunkers. They have their doomsday vehicles. And every 6 months, them drive a long distance of drive, go out to the desert, do this, that, and the other, go in at them bunker, all these things. Night TV lifestyle says floating cities. Yeah. So me and you know that prepared. We don't have all them something there. So we're probably gonna have to figure out how we can use the grass out that door, cover with batty when time them boom when the whole we close them and thing. And we have to go try to figure out which tree we can yam the leaf them off without dying, because some of them poisonous. We have to go figure we have to figure out how to survive. We have to figure out how to survive. At the end of the day, I'm not reading too much into this, even though I'm telling people to have a plan, but I'm not reading too much into this. And the reason why I'm not reading too much into this is because I don't want to be consumed with fear. Because if I was in the military right now, I would have no fear. Want me to tell y'all something crazy? If I was in the army right now, right, we would be super excited. No lie. We would be super excited. Infantry soldiers are a different breed. They are, remember me telling you yesterday, say if you're not cut out for this, do not choose infantry. You might be one of the only ones in there who is not excited, who is praying inside of yourself like, God, please don't let this war actually break out so we get orders to go into it. Majority of the guys around you right now, they're like this. They're like, come on with it. Come on with it. Put me in a game, coach. They're saying, I don't want to go in there. I'm scared. I don't want. You got to understand that they literally train daily, live this daily, run simulation wars all the freaking time. That's what they do. That's what they're paid to do. You live in go mode. So when it's time to go, that saying that says stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Oh, that's infantry all day. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Don't think when war broke out, them start training. They live in simulated wars all the time. So they're like, man, we doing all this damn training, and I need to go see if what I've been doing actually works in real time. I'm ready to go kill some shit. We going or not? When they get the message that somebody else got the orders to go first, another unit, you not yours, be like, oh man, why they give it to 126? Oh, we ready though. that's how they are. So please don't think they're in there being like, but I find out that when you're among people who are scared, you get scared too. And when you're among people who are brave, the bravery rub off by you. So now that I'm out here among civilians, I know most civilians are friggin' scared. I'm not trying to get into this too much because I don't want nobody's fear to rub off on me. Because I know if I was there, I wouldn't be scared. You know, at that point, it is what it is. It is what it is, right? You say your prayers and you ride out, and that's it. And what happen now, whenever happen, don't happen. That's how it goes. Oh, the unicorn says, oh, so they're mad. Hey, they do say that. They do say that. They said they're a bit off. Yeah, they look forward to it. They look forward to it. Bring it. Kaz Robinson says, Orange, love talk. What will be? But I think Heads of State will go in the boxing ring with gloves and fight it out. Yeah, in an ideal world, that's how it would be. Like just the two leaders go clash, and we, the people, get to watch it on TV. That's how it should be. Night TV Lifestyle says, yup, I literally haven't been feeling no way about any of it because whatever is going to happen is going to happen. There's nothing you can do about it. Why stress? And this is what I want to stress to my audience this morning. Exactly, Naya. This one more I stressed to you this morning. I actually said that to somebody in the comment section yesterday. Why worry about what you cannot control? None of this you can control, so why worry? And if it happen, it happen. If it don't happen, it don't happen. But why worry? Your worry is not going to change anything. You know what I mean? And to the people them who say them are Christian and them believe in God and their God is an awesome and a powerful God, pray. Pray. And then stop worrying. And if you're praying and you're worrying at the same time, it's a disrespect to Almighty God because you are praying and you are worried. That's like you ask for something, but you know things that can give you what you ask for, right? Don't doubt, just pray and leave it. See, I'm telling y'all right now, do not consume yourself with fear in these times because a lot of this stuff too, fear is something that grip humans and cause humans to make all kinds of rash decisions. So do not consume yourself with fear in these times. All right? Yes, Dorothy T. Absolutely. That part right there. God is still in control. Always. Always. No matter where you see a go on, God is still in control. All right? And what is to be will always be. And what is not to be will never be. Remember that. And walk with that. We don't want to talk no more about this thing because we can't really dive in and say exactly what we want to say and all that. I just wanted to explore the topic lightly this morning because I know it's on everybody's mind. It's happening right before us. But then we're going to move on. All right. Let's run past the KFC something first, and then we're going to get into what happened with our athletes. Damn. All right, so yesterday I saw videos of people running and going crazy with KFC in Jamaica and, you know, one bag of madness. I was wondering what was going on. It's KFC's 50th anniversary promotion, and it sparked a rush on its 40 restaurants across the island. So KFC have 40 restaurants across Jamaica. Dang. On Wednesday, with Jamaicans queuing up for hours, pushing and shoving Did you see how they were pushing and shoving? Let me see if we can find the video. Some of them might not have seen it. Do you see how they were pushing and shoving? I thought it was a state of emergency. I thought something serious was happening. And the chicken, them a push stuff, you know. I mean, I said, boy, KFC good, man, but I'm not thinking this good. It was called the Big Deal Brata Deal. The Big Deal Brata Birthday Deal. Long lines started forming from as early as 5 a.m. This is hours before the outlets would open for the day. It was a one-day promotion that won the company's commendations for giving back to its Jamaican customers. Happy birthday, Mr. Kentucky. We come out here to celebrate, one female customer said while leaving the Rockfort location with several boxes of chicken meals. The woman who asked to remain anonymous told the Observer that she was appreciative of the company's efforts to give back to the Jamaican people. And instead, that despite the long wait that she had to endure, she believes that it was worth it in the end. It's a deal. So at the time, she speculated that the gesture was a precursor to a price increase. I give them with this now for a little drop and then later them will raise the price for everything. Because so promotion go. I know they're going to take it back again, she said, because we know that they are going to raise the prices. But outside of that, I'm glad that they're giving back and I'm happy that I fully got through. Carolyn Brown, who is a regular customer who was also at KFC Rockfort outlet, expressed her delight at the offer of a free meal with the purchase of a big deal. The special, it had a cap of 5 meals per person. I can't tell you how many people I saw coming out there with 5 meals. 5 meals per person. So, but to be honest though, yes, we're really here for the freeness. She said, yes, we're really there for the freeness. And we come KFC every day, either way. So we wouldn't make this opportunity pass away. So they give back for their 50th anniversary, and we're glad to them I give it back. I don't see anybody else doing this. So I am here to support KFC. But to be honest, it's not about KFC. For a lot of people out here, it's really about the excitement. We come for the food, but we also come to celebrate. One KFC, no two, a one KFC. We appreciate the giveaways, man. At the Spring Plaza restaurant in Halfway Tree, a customer pushed and fought to get inside. Susie Ann Barrett said that despite the hassle and her great frustration, leaving the line today was not an option. I have to get inside because I'm out here from 9 a.m. and I'm not leaving until I get it. Yes, the line long, and I'm a little bit frustrated, but I need my KFC before I leave here, she said. She explained that her determination stemmed from a promise that she made to her children. You know how children stay ready, so I promised them, I said I was going to get them some KFC, and even though the line long, I know I can't afford to go back home without the KFC. Another customer who gave her name as Zoe, she expressed joy after receiving her meal, noting that it was worth the wait. Enough chicken we get, So of course me happy. Me I make sure me start eating from right now because I don't want to wait till it get cold, she said before biting into the chicken while standing behind her car waiting for her friends who were inside the store making their purchases. Throughout the day, the Observer reporters recorded scenes of joy and chaos all across the island at all these KFC outlets. People when me telling us that them pack. Look, it's pandemonium. Me soon pull up a video. But this is what it looked like. Here's a good still pic. The thing is though, KFC probably, I don't know, I see Montego Bay KFC look like this already. That's one. Let me see, I'll show you another one. The one with the people that have the box on them head. Here's another one. Let me see. There's another one. the KFC, and this is inside of the KFC. That's a KFC. That's one. Remember, I know 40 of these across the island of Jamaica. 40 KFCs. So with that said, the people that's why they went out there. It was KFC celebrating its 50th year anniversary. 50 years in Jamaica, 40 locations across, and they were giving away a whole lot of chicken yesterday. You know how we stay when it comes to free things as well. Not Jamaicans love freeness. Now, somebody said to me yesterday two things. One, there was an article yesterday that was printed that says Jamaicans have now proven that they prefer KFC over Jamaica's national dish. I said, damn, this is shameful. We gone KFC, fried chicken, over with national dish, over with ackee and saltfish, with you know, 2-finger green banana, maybe piece of yellow yam, you know, put little callaloo on the side or something like that. KFC. So they held a debate yesterday to see, do you prefer KFC over ackee and saltfish? I'm reading the comments. Majority of the comments. Darty T, no, may I read the comments them? It on a live feed. Majority of the comments them actually said they prefer KFC over ackee and saltfish. I was even surprised to see a lot of them say, me not like saltfish, me not like ackee anyways. One person said, me can't stand ackee. From me little, me never eat it. Next person said, my mother used to always force me to eat the ackee. Something about the ackee in my mouth. One next person said, I was surprised that many Jamaicans don't like ackee and would prefer KFC over ackee and saltfish. Yeah. And the health system can't keep up if they fall ill, says Great Goodies. So we have left, yeah, piece of breadfruit, roast breadfruit, fry over next to your ackee and saltfish, little callaloo there. So them no want that again. New generation, new set of people. KFC in the morning, KFC in the afternoon, KFC in the evening. I don't know. I don't know. I will say though that for me personally, it will always be ackee and saltfish. KFC in Jamaica is good, absolutely, but I know where I can even get better chicken than KFC chicken in a Jamaica. Right the side of Jamaica. Auntie Cutic fried chicken every time we go down to Jamaica. We ask her for fry because she asks we what we want to eat when we reach. Kind of like what my grandmother used to do, right? What you want to eat when you reach, and me always say, we want the fried chicken. She make a sauce with it, what she call boom sauce. The boom sauce with the fried chicken that she fry it out the door on open fire, and me don't know she season it fair way. It beat KFC any day. Sometimes I'm in Clarendon, and me I said to wife, I say, yo, what we are going to eat today? Because we are both foodies, you know, so we wake up and talk about food, first thing for the day. Well, all when you eat breakfast, you talk about what for dinner already. Might not be a good thing, but that's how we are. I mean, I tell her a Clarendon, say, yo, I feel like one drive go down to Westmoreland. Just so we can get Auntie Cutie to fry some of that chicken there for me. Because, you know, the way how she fry it and thing. Plus, it always come with rice and peas or gungo peas or rice and them kind of something there. Yeah, KFC can't, the traditional Jamaican foods to me, KFC can't supersede that. So I don't know what them new Jamaican here are talk about. But them have them thing. Karen Notice says it's not true. It's just that it was free and Jamaican love free things. Now TV Lifestyle said every time I went to Jamaica, that KFC line is ridiculous. No matter what time you get there. Yep. Oh, one time the longest one I've seen is in Montego Bay. One time there, I said the line look ridiculous for real. Car after car after car stretch gone way down. So sometimes we all have to drive past it. Like, yeah, I want the KFC, but Me, I drive past it. But I'll tell you what, right? The cook shop them in Jamaica, you have cook shops that rival KFC. I guess it's because KFC, you know, like how some people like wear name brand clothes. So they're like, if I know Versace on my shirt, or if the shirt don't have a name brand on it, me now wear it. And then they'll look at people clothes and they'll be like, I want that. Wait, name? Nobody don't know that name them. Me now wear that. Me want a shirt with say polo on it. I mean, I want the fake polo need. I need the real one. It's the same way how KFC brand is in the minds of people. Cause trust me, me go to some cook shop in Jamaica where it make me no want go to KFC. Auntie Cutie cook make me no want go to KFC. Me go to some cook shop make me don't want go to KFC. So there is food that could rival KFC, but Jamaicans now are just geared towards KFC. 50 years of KFC. KFC it is. So, and then the second thing I was going to talk about was the person in the comment section who said, SouFlo, please, you need to do a talk about this. The way how they were acting for that chicken yesterday is embarrassing. And now foreigners are going to start to use this to talk about us in a bad way. To that person, I wanted to say this. We're not business about foreigner, my friend. We're not business about foreigner. Be about you that? I said we're not business about foreigner, my friend. Me here. Jamaicans, listen. We have an authentic way of being ourselves. Yeah. You see, one time we there yard, we act very Jamaican. And one time you literally have to have two personality. Because you can't there Jamaica act like you're a foreigner. And you can't there foreigner act like you're a straight Jamaican. At some point you have to show your assimilation or something, right? Right. Everybody know that. So we don't care what foreigners think when we in Jamaica. When we there in Jamaica, I see all a man early morning. And it's a special, a go on. I wrap up a spliff and a little drink, so. And I said, boy, you know, you're there, judge them with your foreign mind. Because you talk about, look on them. Get up a morning, you have to go work. And that is you and your stress out life. That other them, that brother they done bola spliff good. Me watch the man go work out on the beach. Watch the man jump in the water and swim. I'm thinking to myself, I wish that could be my everyday life, you know? So the business boy foreigner want to say, they will always judge us regardless. Remember, you know, them call we third world country. Them call we all kind of name. So make them talk. That's them. That's them. We are going to be us regardless.
Tune in. Top of the screen, I'm in it. She was the bathroom. She want to use the bathroom.
Somebody went live from TikTok over
there. Spain. Watch out, she want to use the bathroom.
She want to use the bathroom. Watch out.
No, we're not. You come on. Get it. Put it over that food. Oh.
To give you an idea of how chaotic the scene was yesterday, you know, yeah, that was KFC yesterday, and big girl dropped down, so she want to use the bathroom. And she want to use the bathroom, you know. I got she want to go inside, so she can go get her KFC. She'll try design a way to skip the line. You understand? So she just want to use the bathroom. Who are gonna let you in there so if you gonna use bathroom? Them embarrassing for true. I mean, no, said that the chicken that did come out raw. Says Diva said that the chicken that did come out raw. Jamaica is a festive place, my friend. We'll go out there for the excitement, okay? Because you're going to go out there and you're going to meet some of your friends them out there and you're going to talk about things and you're going to watch a crowd and you're going to chat about people and we're going to laugh and we're going to catch up on certain things while the line moves slow. And then by the time we get the chicken, you know, we thought nyam with chicken and go back our yard, and it was just something to do for the day. It wasn't that serious. That's what I really meant to say. So it's not that serious like how you over foreigner take it. And another thing I'm going to tell y'all is this: stop always trying to judge your people with negativity. You know what I mean? Some want to stay away from the island too rotted long, so you're so out of touch. You have assimilated so much into the culture of wherever you live. So you're used to this. Don't talk to nobody. Quiet, get up, go to work, barely say nothing, come back home, kind of thing. And that's how Jamaica stay. That's not how Jamaica stay. Our culture is different. Our culture is different. Wait there. It's because these people used to 5K and a box lunch. Make them don't know how to cook. Boy, I don't know enough. But I don't find anything embarrassing about it. I just find that that's Jamaica. We're going to find a reason for party, a reason for celebrate, a reason to gather, a reason for turn up out there and run some joke. I guarantee you, say, if you stand up out there for more than 15 minutes, you laugh till you're weak. I try to tell you, you know, anywhere we are gathered like this, if you stand up out there for more than 15 minutes, you laugh till you're weak. Me not ask me, I tell you, because I just saw it stay. See, so it's more to it than just we are run down the chicken, right? S Diva said no SouFLo, it was serious for them. Some people said them out there from 5 a.m. because you not understand what me I say, man. S Diva, you not understand what me I say, my friend. It was serious for them because them out there from 5. Yeah, them want to get the chicken, but it's still something to do for the day. And them know say other people are going to come. A part of the thrill is you want the first in the line, right? And you can say, boy, I get my chicken already. I'm out of so I eat my chicken while me I watch this long line out the door and them kind of something there. It's not nothing serious, man. Naya TV lifestyle say exactly because people in foreign, unless they directly know somebody in Jamaica, they're gonna say something nice about Jamaica. Jamaica so beautiful. Jamaica good to go, man. SouFLo, we line up here on Boxing Day, says Dorothy T. Nothing wrong with what I saw. So for the person who said me have to talk about it, SouFLo, the comment is still there in the comment section under the video from yesterday, by the way, so you will see it. You have to talk about this, SouFLo, because now foreign people are going to start looking at us and saying bad things about us because of this. And again, I will leave this topic here by saying this. We know business what foreigners say or what foreigners have to say. If we bathe in a river, them say we don't have no bathroom. If we bathe in a bathroom, them say the bathroom not nice enough, them have better. If we don't care what them want to say. We don't care what them want to say. I don't see a damn thing wrong with it. If I was there, I probably would be doing it too. Because the picnic them, I'll give you a joke. My kids, we don't force stuff on them that they don't want, kind of thing. So my children are very much like they decide what they eat. So if me wake up today and I say, what do I want to eat? And they're like, I'm there at Jamaica, and them say KFC, guess what? I'm in the crowd. I'm in the line. Come now, go tell the picnic them say you can't have chicken. See, unless me I go fried chicken give them, but if them ask for KFC, me I go for them KFC. That's how me stay to. So I would have been in the line probably if I was there too, and I would have took all the laughing and everything that came with it and just chuck it up as an experience. That's all, an experience. Yo, I was in Jamaica. The line at KFC was crazy. KFC was celebrating its 50th birthday. You should have seen it. Yo, I'm in on the line, you know. I tell us I'm laugh till my week because this brother beside me, he might try to talk to this fat girl back at me, and she has said this XYZ, and him has said that 1, 2, 3, and I saw me enjoy life. No disrespect. I just saw it still. All right, hear this. People are blaming Asafa Powell for what has taken place. See, and big up yourself, KFC, Jamaica KFC. Because, yeah, every time I'm there at Jamaica, I have to. It's just a part of the natural process of. I have never been to Jamaica and not go to KFC. I've been to Jamaica and not hit KFC soon as I reach. Once or twice, maybe. Because it used to be a routine that as we left airport, we go straight to one KFC. right? But of lately, I think once or twice, we skip it and go do something else. Go eat something else. But me not lie, what other than that, yeah. So that's how we got. We end up anywhere too. Big up KFC, man. KFC, I go on with them things in a Jamaica there. All right, we're gonna left the topic here alone. Now we're gonna talk about our athletes that has left us. Why everybody are left with. You know, what does this say about Jamaica though? What does this say about Jamaica? So, leading the news, a lot of people are blaming Asafa Powell for this. Why? Because Asafa Powell made a statement in recent times that has or had other athletes thinking, right? Darty T said also they didn't have to. Exactly, Darty T. We can't fry chicken in our yard. May I tell you, man, it's a festive affair, man. That's it. I not even want to talk about Asafa and with athlete them and leave yet. I have to say this to y'all. I have to say this to y'all. If you visit Jamaica enough, you talk about Jamaica. If you visit Jamaica enough, you still have a lot of Jamaican in you, so you can relate to what I'm saying. If you're one of the people who visit Jamaica once in a blue moon, you probably don't understand what I'm saying. If you haven't been back to Jamaica in a long time, you definitely probably can't relate to what I'm saying. But when you reach Jamaica, I say there's this awakening point where you realize that, okay, I could come off the treadmill now. Because foreign feel like, say, you always dip on a treadmill, you know, you always a run. You have to run, go work in the morning. You have to run, come home in the evening. You have to run, go make sure so this bill get paid, that get done, this, do that, do that, go to the hair salon, come back here, so get a haircut, do this, go to this place, that place, make sure this take care of that, take care of. You know, I just saw, you just a run kind of thing. And then when you come off in Jamaica, boom, you stop. You can literally hear you see how the reggae music sound go to the heartbeat of humans, right? You start slow your pace again. And some of them mad out of foreign and don't even know it. Clean clothes, mad people. Because the whole heap run up and down something there, not normal enough. So when the island draw you back now to just to stand around and laugh, you feel like I'm wasting my time. Why can't I get my chicken yet? Why is the line so long and things are so slow? And because you're used to like everybody being like, you gotta get your fast food, it come fast like this for real. Then you have to run go over there. So the system is designed here to make you be like that till you're burnt out. In Jamaica, a lot of the times, man don't have much to do. Yeah, me I go work today, but when I get off, I join a long line on a KFC. That's it. It'll take about 2 hours to get the chicken in the day. Then when I can turn up there and chat for the 2 hour, man, everything good, man. Yeah. So it's a different thing. Or some man stand up out a door like this. Say, bro, go all that space in the line for me now. Yeah, man, I bought a little ziggy zaga and then forward over there. So what months? You alright? Yeah, man, everything good. So you just have to come off of work though. Yeah, I like how your uniform look fine still, you know. Yeah, what? I mean, feel in your life, you know, I like how you look for real, for real. You're very, very pleasing to the eyes and the heart. You see what I say? And them kind of all I want to and just relax out yourself. Up here, you're like, I can't speak to anybody because I don't know these people. I have to hold my head straight because if I look this way, somebody I gonna say, why I stay upon me so long for? And then you have to remember to speak like this because you can't chat your patois where you regular love to chat and then kind of sitting there. You see what I say? You know, I'm mad out, simulated, different kind of world. So when you reach a yard, so when you see people in my yard that move a certain way and do certain thing, trust me, I foreign you there will stress you out, make you the day start think about and how people are going to look at us. And now they're gonna have bad things to say about us. And now they're gonna nobody no business about that. So you see sometimes at Jamaica, man, them have one side of their head flat up and the next side just Lego just so. Or them just take out the braid them if them braid up and just let it go so. They don't give a damn what you want to say. Up here, you have to be like, oh, I can't go outside like this, and who might see me? And then I have to put myself like this, and I have to present like that, and I have to, you know, too stressful, man. Too stressful. The island moves at a different speed, my friend. Okay? It moves at a different speed. That's that. All right. Asafa Powell is being blamed. The athletes them also see what them do to Usain and them friend him up with brand ambassador. Get the man back in BBC money. I don't blame them one bit. We don't value our own, just like the brain drain. Great goodies, me and you are on the same page. All right. And since we don't have a lot of time left, we're going to walk through it. So I tell you why they're blaming Asafa Powell. There was an article that was printed. Let me tell you the date and everything before them take it down and say them never print it. Friday the 20th of June 2025, not too long ago, right? We are, well, Friday the 20th of June 2025 is today. I want to talk about. This was actually released a couple of weeks ago. This was released April 17th, rather, 2025. So that was like 2 months ago. Asafa Powell, who is super influential when it comes, he's one of our icons when it comes to athletics, track and field. Asafa in the Observer said Asafa Powell warns his children will not run for Jamaica if the conditions don't improve. His child was doing something on social media and a lot of people started saying, damn, he's really athletic for such a young age. Him dominate like all the other kids in his age group, and they're like, him definitely get the Asafa genes. So our thing is in good hands. And Asafa answered that with those hundreds of comments that turned to thousands of comments by saying, don't worry, my kids will not run for Jamaica, right? So the former world record holder Asafa Powell declared that his children would not run for Jamaica if certain support systems are not put in place. He also suggested that if he had to do it all over again, he would not have competed for Jamaica. That right there, so, is where I think, and a lot of other people think, that's what sparked this. Because, you know, as an athlete, you look up to certain people. If you're running 100 meter as a young youth in Jamaica, you can't not have Usain Bolt as your idol for that, right? If you're running track and field, if you're running, you can't have not have Johan Blake, Usain Bolt, Asafa Powell, them man, they have to be who you aspire to be. They are the greatest, right? When Asafa said that, my friend, it looked like the whole of the athlete themselves. Then if Asafa can say that, him can rewind the time, but I'm me there I know. So let me take them words there and move wisely. Wake up this morning. Several Jamaican track and field athletes, including Olympic medalist Roger Stoner, Olympic gold medalist Roger Stoner, and Rajendra Campbell, have reportedly switched their allegiance to Turkey. This move is reportedly motivated by better financial opportunities that involve a 500,000 US dollars signing bonus, plus monthly stipends and other incentives for podium finishes. That means every time them run from now on, if them come first, second, or third, you're going to on the podium, you pick up a check for that. Every month, you're picking up a check for that too, just for being their athlete, to train and stay in shape and get ready to compete, to represent them. You're picking up a monthly check for that. Just the fact that you signed the paper and came on over 500,000 US dollars off the bat. Ross, we wake up this morning to about a good handful of them say, what? And that it say, gone. Other athletes like Wayne Pinnock, Jadon Hibbert are also rumored to be making the switch. The Jamaica government is reportedly seeking confirmation on all of these moves, if it's true. I know if it's true, them gone. The next article says several Jamaican Olympians have switched allegiance to Turkey. So I guess them know now say it is true. Let's go off of what the American media says. In Sportsmax, Sportsmax article is the price of allegiance. Jamaica's talent drain to Turkey raises alarming questions. This is the US. News that 4 elite Jamaican athletes, 2 of whom are identified, have already been confirmed, have opted to switch allegiance to Turkey, has struck a raw nerve across the island. Some people are calling them traitors, while others are saying, go and go get what best for your ear. Money me a look how you're there. Money me a look how you're there. With reports of each receiving a staggering $500,000 signing bonus, plus their monthly stipend, and a potential 6-figure medal bonuses, the lines between patriotism and pragmatism are being redrawn in stark fashion. For many Jamaicans, this development feels like betrayal. The black, green, and gold is not just a flag, it's a symbol of pride, resilience, and a track and field legacy that has punched above its weight for decades. The decision of these athletes to walk away from Jamaica seems by some as the ultimate disloyalty. Live on the air with SouFlo.
Hi, SouFlo. Good morning.
Morning, family. How you doing?
I'm all right.
Are you on topic with us this morning?
SouFlo.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
SouFlo.
Yes, my friend.
You remember what they do to the reggae girls? I know me not think them don't get their money.
Yeah. Remember, so the reggae girls end up over so and couldn't even clear them luggage and them equipment. Them have to pick up donations.
You think it is to kick football and mash up your shank and all them something? Jamaican government do nothing to the people in the sport.
But them ride upon the accolades though.
SouFlo. Oral Tracy was the first person when start when I start uploading. I know we have a switch. I start when I say nothing wrong. Look for Merlin at it. Merlin at it run so the cameras run out our life. What they do for then again nothing either.
A true man. A true. Merlin at it and them Merlin at it pave the way for people like what's your name here?
To pave the way for everybody.
Yeah, true. But me I talk about the hot one them now. True.
Just to get some money, she have to switch. All the Jamaican government do. I watch how much money you have in the bank so they can see it. So that you know, so they quiet as a they quiet bold.
They quiet bold in the position where they give man.
Look here, man. Bold is a monk that will lead. Because I have enough money to be a monk that will lead.
Yeah.
And he come like say him a buy, a company.
And that him do, my friend. Yeah, that him do. He had to buy that. He had to buy that.
Man.
Yeah.
Also, I want run of the race, and I can't tell you the one run. I want run of the race.
Who?
And Shelly.
Shelly and Fraser Price?
Yes, I'm not reading nobody else.
So what happened to Ilian?
So, they're not so no, listen to you. They said I want somebody that rape and a
oh, them. Yes.
Yeah.
I think you did I say you.
So what me want to me no want the athlete them invest money at Jamaica. That me I say. Because it don't make sense. Yeah. Because what they put on fine glass to look at how much you have to put in.
A true man. A true.
What do you man?
I mean I want to see them do them so I know.
Nothing wrong.
Take all disrespect them and and thief them
you
money.
Understand? So me I tell you to watch what Oral Tracy say. Me couldn't believe that Oral Tracy switch him out after I beat a surfer. The people them have to switch because they not get no money.
So you go.
Come on, man. Come on, you know all this is to train. So we have to get for man and start running.
We're not hold against them enough. And you still have to do it.
You still have to do it.
Yeah.
You don't screech. Anybody who wants to screech.
I saw.
Hey, boy.
We're going to get it tomorrow, right?
Have money, so. Anyway, they got the self. See?
All right. Manners and respect.
All right.
All right. So it says that this is to most Jamaican, this is like the biggest disloyalty. After all, it was on Jamaica's soil through its Jamaican system and the culture that they were nurtured into world-class athletes. Shouldn't that history warrant their continued loyalty? Now, I'm going to stop right there so I say this. And I see somebody say it in the comment section. Loyalty is all fine and good, but loyalty can't pay my bills. Loyalty can't afford. You know, one of the most embarrassing things, you see, let me tell you this, is to be world famous and broke. Because everybody know you, so everybody are going to know so you're broke too. And then to see others in your field who you are way greater than and them will live way better than you. No, sir. So, I mean, buying athletes is nothing new. Every time I see all them European countries here perform at the Olympics, it look like they're performing with half of Africa or half of some. So it's not new. It's only a matter of time before them they take away our Jamaicans, right? Track and field, unlike many major sports, does not guarantee long-term wealth. A handful of superstars might land multi-year shoe deals, but those contracts are typically constructed with low base payments and aggressive performance incentives. One injury, one poor season, and bottom can fall out of that. For athletes in their prime, especially those not named Bolt or Fraser Price, financial security is far from guaranteed. So these people have to grab it when they can, as they can. You don't know what will happen down the road, you know? So when an opportunity presents itself, you want to grab it. Somebody is offering you $500,000 US cash upfront just for signing, and then a consistent income behind that and performance bonuses that are in the six-figure range, you would be an idiot to not take it. Anything can happen. You there training about Jamaica, and next thing you know, injury take you, and then not even Jamaica don't see you no more, right? So the people that we've lost are top of the line athletes, though. One of them just broke the world record, and it's sad. And what this says about Jamaica to me is something that needs to be explored. What does this mean for Jamaica also is something that needs to be explored. Are they traitors? My answer to that is no. It's the same way how them brain drain we and tech with doctors and our nurses and even our police and our student athletes and even our students, the brightest minds, and even our engineers and our, you know, everybody who means something in Jamaica or who could be the cream of the crop. Jamaica is like a recruiting ground, basically, which if it stays that way, the future is not going to be looking too good. We're going to be moving in slow motion forever. Remember, you know, we have other things that are fighting against us as well. So as we're looking into athletics, you're also looking at other people taking over Jamaica in the meantime. Like the other day, a bunch of people just get them citizenship again. And these are people like Chinese people, African people, and Indians. And you know how those people do when it comes to like computer stuff, engineering. Why my daughter screaming? Yeah. We're gonna end this live right after this morning. I'll say like this. I don't fault them. It is what it is. You have to go make good of yourself, and you have a limited time to do it, right? That's how athletics is. You have a limited time to do it, you know, and anything can happen down the road, and then you're left with regrets only. Something that stick out in my mind to me is one Jamaican Olympian who she was living on the streets of Kingston for quite a few years. I haven't done an update on her story. I followed her story for a couple of videos. I don't know what has happened to her since, but she wasn't getting no help. And she represented Jamaica in the Olympics, and She was one of the athletes that represented us on many different platforms as well. You know, so to see it come to that for her, to where she had nyam out a garbage can and walk up and down Kingston streets and nobody now help her, that was a sobering point for me. $500,000 US goes a long way in Jamaica. And that's without talking about all the other incentives that comes with that. Jadon Hibbert, top of his game, young, got good years left. Stoner, got good years left. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
SouFLo, my brother.
Yes, King, what go on?
But there, man.
Talk to now.
If white people them remember, say, Jamaica first ever spring queen, where she live now, our last old age where she could have be an athlete, where she have to go run for to get some money.
True.
Talk about that. Remember that.
Merlin Atina, true?
Okay.
Yeah.
Remember say, Sania Richards. I went through it too, you know. We run with Merlin then too, you know. America, she represented a few last days in a track and field. Leave the people them alone.
True.
Money make the world go around. Like when you see a while ago. One of the most disgraceful thing is to be a popular broke somebody. Like you're famous but you're broke. That almost reach Merlin, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even think Merlin I think have half or even Veronica Campbell have. See it? Look, I even said Veronica Campbell. Do they talk about Veronica?
At all.
They forget about her, and she did a lot for us too.
Yes, true.
You understand? Make the youth them to make money. And not only that, I understand, say, Jamaica is a place full of talent where track and field is concerned. And you have some people who, that's how they see their way out.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
Unfortunately, every one of them now gonna make it for Big Pan Jamaica Olympic team.
True.
See? So what are you gonna do with all this talent?
True. True.
Me have this talent and me have family to feed. So what am I gonna do?
I forgot some of them have to go overseas regardless. Yeah.
Me have to go look it.
Yeah. And the recruitment pool is deep too.
Regardless, some of them have to go overseas because thank you.
Yeah. Colleges and universities want them from them age letter. So I don't know if people know this, but a whole heap of top athletes they are being groomed, so to speak, in the US. I saw them train because them find them from junior school and offer them scholarships and stuff, and now they're over here getting an education plus running. So yeah, them are gonna take them where regardless. Jamaica can't hold on to everybody. Jamaica can't hold on to everybody.
You know what Jamaica needs to do? They need to take care of their athletes. They make sure that they are paid properly. For the man to play the football, the cricket, the netball, the basketball, and for to represent Jamaica, you're supposed to be properly compensated to where you can take care of yourself and your family. That's not happening in Jamaica, and that type problem, and that the people them to talk about, and stop talk about the people them switch and then sell out and all this bullshit.
Facts.
Because everybody got work the money.
Facts.
And I work them, I work. Now I left it right there, so.
Me, I left it right there, so. Manners, bro.
Yeah.
And them have to fight them for the money. And I don't even think they gave it to them. Or did they? Why if you have to remember when the JAA did hold on upon the reggae girls' money. So 5 Up said something just now that this is how we're going to end this video, right? The real problem is not to talk about the people them that switch. We understand why them switch. The real issue is we need to talk about the conditions that they felt like they needed to switch under. I'm going to leave you with this right here. I'm going to pull up a salary, and I showed you the salary. And the whole colonial mindset in Jamaica still reigns supreme. You see, if you're black and you come from down there, so almost all these athletes, they don't come from gold spoon homes. You understand? And they see track and field as their way out, really. When I pulled up the salary for how much they were willing to pay those foreign coaches to come coach reggae boys, for instance, $40,000 US every 30 days. Hundreds of thousands of US dollars per his year salary. That's when I knew that, damn, we have the money to pay our athletes better, but we prefer pay foreign people a whole heap and give free with them nothing. So while this guy is collecting $40,000 US every 30 days, make this go through your mind, you know. The reggae girls, them over here, fly out, supposed to go to a meet, and don't even have enough money to clear customs with their equipment and stuff that they need to go with them. So the problem is with the system. With brother and sister them a look for better, just like the rest of us. Like wifey said yesterday, them gone left Jamaica figure run for Turkey, but when I see them in the Olympics, me I go root for them same way. Cause in my mind, Jadon and Stoner and all of them, they're still Jamaican. Even if them wear the Turkey uniform on them, and that me I go root for anyways, because of them me know as Yardi. We know why them left, and it's not a pretty situation. Jamaica needs to fix up. All right. We're going to leave this one right here, though. And we have a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, which we will eventually keep. One particular thing that is super huge, which I'll keep you all up to, or I will reveal in time to come. All right. Big up on yourself. Manners and respect to each and every one of you. I appreciate you greatly. It's the weekend. Go out there, enjoy some sunshine. Your melanated people, you need vitamin D in your skin. The best way to get it is through God's Son. Surround yourself with people that love you or people that you love. Uplift your vibration. Make sure that they love equal though. Now surround yourself with people where you love when I love you. All right? That drain your energy. If you don't have that, then be by yourself. It's okay. Practice some self-love. If you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. You have to learn you, know you, get to love you. True unconditional love for you first before you can start love other people the right way how people deserve to be loved. All right? And with that said, my grandmother, Miss Ruby, said, be good. Come in, say a weekend and no fun. I go out there and play around and all kind of stuff. Don't be careless. Be good. If you can't be good, be careful. Miss Ruby said. I'm Mas Clevey. My grandfather said, I will see you tomorrow if God spare me life. Not if me feel like it coming in control. If God spare me life. All right? Walk good. I'm out. Peace.